What's up, Ninja fans? Ninja Boots here. We're bringing you a new segment today, yeah. What is that segment called? It's called... What is it fucking called? So we're bringing you a new segment today that I have ever so graciously named Rant Riding. Wait, that's not right. So we bring you a new segment today that I so graciously have dubbed the Rant Riding. And in this segment, we do the one thing that the fucking word says. We rant! What are we ranting about today? Well, to start off my Rant Riding series, I'm gonna rant about...
But what I fucking said is goddamn, it's rant riding, I gotta be fucking evil! Ah!
Anyway, I bring you a story that may or may not be me, involving somebody that may or may not exist. We're just gonna jump in to this little story. So here's what I got for you. The situation at hand was talking about computers. How fucking nerdy is that? Nerd!
Fucking nerd, Ninja Boots!
Nerd talk aside, there were some instances. So this individual says they're getting Battlefield 4. Alright? I'm like, that's fucking cool, man. Battlefield 4, that's awesome. I'm like, what's your system of poison?
It's like Xbox 360. I'm like, yeah, get out of here. Fuck, get out. Let's go. Scoop, we're done.
I'm an elitist fucking PC person now, and I'm fucking happy about it! Ah! Anyway, he goes to say that, oh, well, I prefer to I prefer to game on the PC. I'm like, ooh, a fellow PC gamer. Okay, now you're talking. So naturally, the next question is, well, what do you have? What kind of PC do you have? And he says it's an FX processor. All right, FX, that's AMD. I'm like, we're done. I'm an NVIDIA and an Intel fan person, all right? So I'm already biased. Let's say that AMD's not bad. I mean, it's not good, whatever. It's all right. I just don't prefer it. All right, that's my choice, and I made it, so don't fucking judge me. So anyway, he says he's got an FX processor, and it's like freaking sweet and stuff, you know, it runs everything so amazing, blah blah blah. I was like, yeah. So what kind of graphics card do you use? And he's like, it's not a very good one. It was just $30. Okay, so I had to wean this out of him, but just to beat around the bush, he basically says, I narrow it down to what I think is a 600 series NVIDIA card, because he does tell me it's NVIDIA, all right. And he says he paid $30 and it's a 600 series. And he says it's really small and janky and it's just not very good. So the only thing I can think of is like a 610, you know, something really fucking small that's not designed for gaming. Yeah. So I'm like, there ain't no freaking way you're gaming on that thing. All right, because now with that, you're using your fucking chip. And I was like, you know what? Fucking CPU ain't gonna do shit. I don't care if you got an AMD or not. The goddamn thing is not gonna give you great fucking settings, you know. You're gonna get low frame rates and stuff. It might be playable, like you might be able to play it on fucking low to whatever, but it's not gonna be fucking great and crazy. Okay, anyway, and he's like, well, this is my system and it's just I got $1,000 invested in this. Okay, he just told me he got a $30 graphics card. So what the fuck did you spend $1,000 on? The case? Did you buy a fucking full tower for this bullshit? Do you really fucking need that? I'll tell you what he did, is he bought one from the freaking store. He's like, it's better than my friend's Alienware. It's like, who cares? They just pre-packaged something and they mark up the price. It's like, I spent $800 on my first build and it fucking runs light years around whatever the fuck you can buy pre-built. So, yeah, he's like, so yeah, it's $1,000 and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know, well, I plan on upgrading my graphics card, getting a better one. I'm gonna put a lot of money in this thing, and yeah, I'm gonna get 3 graphics cards. I'm gonna put 3 of them, because you know, because that's what I do. I'm like, oh really? You're gonna buy 3 graphics? Well, what graphics cards you gonna buy? He couldn't answer that question. Well, I don't really know yet. I was like, well, and then my next one was like, why the fuck do you need 3 of them? If you're gonna spend that kind of money, just buy a fucking Titan, or you know, a 780. That'll be more than sufficient to do whatever the fuck you need to do on it here in the next, you know, we'll just say the next year, all right? That's it. That's all you fucking need. You don't need anything more than that if you're going to spend that type of money. Because if you get 3 shitty cards, you might as well just buy the good one. So unless you're, you know, SLI and 3 fucking Titans, yeah, you don't need to fucking do it! He also says that his motherboard is Crossfire. He's like, that's the name of the company. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there's no company out there called Crossfire that makes motherboards. Now, Crossfire is the multi-GPU technology that AMD uses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty fucking sure that's it. I'm pretty sure that you just don't know how to freaking read your motherboard. That is that. He also said, well, I was like, well, okay, what kind of power are you gonna run that? What kind of PS you use right now? And he's like, well, you know, I have problems. I burn through them and I blow them up because, you know, I got too much power. I'm like, that fucking FX with the 610, you know, that's some heavy-fied shit right there. $1,000, you got fucking burned. You got ripped on, buddy. You pretty much got the anal reaming with no lube. Right there! If you seriously spent that money on that, fucking stupid.
You got fucking burned. You got ripped on, buddy. You pretty much got the anal reaming with no lube. Right there! If you seriously spent that money on that, fucking stupid.
I could have bought and made that system for less than like $400 and been, you know, I could bought a fucking graphics card and it still would have been better. Okay, I'm sorry, the nerd in me is just, is upset, all right? It's just, the moons are not aligned, the planets are out of sequence. It needs to be done, someone needs to say it, and I gotta fucking talk about it. He says he needs a 1,000-watt power supply, you know, for all this. I'm like, well, I've used multiple cards, you're going to. But he's like, so what do you game on now? It tells me any place. Yeah, well, I use 3 monitors. I'm like, okay. So you have a 610. Then I'm pretty sure the first fucking NVIDIA GPU that could multi-monitor was a 650 with 3 monitors out of the box, like a low-end card. I'm not talking about the high-end stuff, but I'm pretty sure that the low-end card, that was one of the first ones. I don't think a 610 can do it. And I'm pretty sure it has 1 output on it. Maybe, well, I mean, only can do 1 output is what I meant. But he's like, no, I have it running all through the motherboard. Everything comes to the motherboard. I was like, a fucking motherboard? How many fucking outlets do you have on it? It's like, you're not going to do it. Your motherboard's only going to recognize 1 out unless you have a GPU in there to fucking take it out. So he's like, well, no, that's, well, I didn't tell you. I have this slave computer. Oh, because, you know, a naturally convulsive person has to find another way to keep digging their lie of bullshit. Just fucking keep... Dude, you're down to the bedrock, all right? You're just clanging your fucking spade, your shovel, you're hitting it. You're not doing anything, buddy. You run out of room to run away from. Just say, okay, I fucked up, I'm lying. I'm just trying to be cool, you know, and sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Because I have nothing else going for me in my life other than trying to be cool because I've been persecuted and I've pent-up anger issues all my fucking life.
Tells me he needs all this shit and he's got multiple monitors. Oh, and he also says this other bit of fucking crazy information, and what did he say? He says he plays. Oh, it's not unlikely that I would just game 3 games at the same time. It's like, but you know, each monitor does it all. So I'll play World of Warcraft in the middle, then I'll play 2 RTSs, which he couldn't even tell me the names of on the other 2 at the same fucking time. How do you freaking do that, man? Seriously. I've done that one time. I have the PC version of Phantasy Star Universe. I have the PlayStation 2 version of Phantasy Star Universe on an emulator. And I have an emulator of it, Phantasy Star Universe Infinity for the PSP. And I had a screenshot, and I still have it. I'll post it up here. But I have a screenshot of me fucking playing that all in the same thing. And of course, since they all had freaking 360 controller support, I was actually able to control them all at the same time. Very laggy and input unreliable, but yes, it can be done. But it wasn't running that fucking great, and there weren't high demanding games. But you're telling me you're playing high demanding games on 3 screens at the same time. But you should be doing more with your life than that. Like, you miss your calling.
You know, you've only got 2 arms, you can play 3 games at the same time. Dude, that's a new level of craziness.
As I'm quoting someone, you should be in freaking South Korea and taking over the freaking Korean StarCraft 2 circuit. You can fucking do that. Why aren't you freaking millionaire, a gazillionaire? You can fucking do it. Anyway, guys, I can't take it anymore. It's my lunch hour. I have to rage. And this has been Rant Riding with Ninja Boots. You guys take fucking care. Have a good day. I know my day just got a little better because I got rid of vented up anger. So, anyway, see you guys on the flip side.